أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear brothers and sisters, as in our previous part, we came to know about the pronunciation of the first 10 letters from Alif to Ra. Our first part was about the pronunciation of the first 10 letters of the Arabic language. Now in this part, we will continue further. But before continuing, let me pronounce first 10 letters again. Those who have missed my first part, you can watch my first part and you can make your basics strong, because the first was very important. First part is very important for all of you before jumping to the next part. So we learned how to pronounce Alif, and in my first part you pronounce this letter. Then we pronounce Ba, then Ta, Sa, Jim. Then we read Ha, Kha, Dal. Then we learned how to pronounce Dal. And in the end, we pronounce, how do we pronounce the shape? And it's Ra. Ra. Now in this lecture, I will try to teach you how to pronounce the other 10 letters. Okay, moving to the next letter. This letter is also similar to this one, which is Ra. The difference between Ra and this letter is again the difference of dot. Wherever you see this shape without any dot, as I have already mentioned in my previous lecture, that you pronounce it Ra. But when you see a dot right here, you should pronounce it Za, Za, Za. Without dot you pronounce it Ra, and with dot you pronounce it Za. Same like we pronounce Dal, and when we saw a dot, we came to know that a letter with dot, we pronounce it Za, Za. Za and Za make same sound. So without dot you pronounce it like Ra, and with dot you pronounce it like Za. Then next letter is Sin, Sin. This is how you make this letter sound, Sin. And English, if we compare this letter with English letter, we can say that it sounds like S. S. As for sparrow. So in Arabic, we pronounce it Sin, Sin. The method to pronounce this letter is the way you make whistle, and when you pronounce this letter, you have to make a whistle sound like Sin, Sin. Yeah, same like that. Sin, Seen. Okay, moving to the next letter, there is again a same shape like seen, and the difference is the number of dots. There are 3 dots above seen, and when you see the 3 dots above seen, it makes sheen, sheen, sheen. And if we compare this sound with English alphabet, the way we spell SH and it makes sh, sh. Same sound, sheen makes here, sheen, sheen. Like if we spell a word in English SHAN and it makes shan, sha. That sha sound that sheen make, sheen, sheen. So seen is without dots and sheen is with 3 dots. The next letter is swad, 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 swad. Now you must be confused between seen and swad, because all the newcomers sometimes ask this question that seen and swad make similar sounds. What is the difference? The difference is when you pronounce seen, you make whistle sound, and when you pronounce swad, the method to pronounce swad is you have to round your lips like swad, swad. While pronouncing swad, you do not make sound like whistle. Instead of it, you just round your lips. Swad, swad, swad. So this is the difference between seen and swad. The next letter is zwad, and if you notice, the next letter after swad is also similar to the swad, and there is a dot above swad, and whenever you see a dot above swad, it makes sounds like zwad, 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 swad, zwad. The same we saw that the dot without dot it's dal, and with dot it's zal. Same like we saw that the without dot is ra, with dot it makes za. The same method applying here. Without dot is swad, and with dot it's zwa. If you notice, one thing is common. These 3 letters with 1 dot make za sound. Za, zal, za, zwad. This is a simple method to memorize the sound of these letters. With dot, they are making the sound of za, whether it is r, or whether it is ra, whether it is zal, whether it is zwad. So ra with 1 dot it makes za, dal with 1 dot it sounds like za, and swad with 1 dot it makes zwa. So we will repeat the 3rd line again. Za, seen, sheen, swad, zwad. Za, seen, sheen, swad, zwad. Okay, moving to the next line. The shape you are seeing here, right here, it's twa, twa, twa. And whenever you see a dot with twa, again it is making a sound like z, and it sounds like zwa. The first one was twa, the second one was zwa, twa, zwa. If we compare twa with English letter, it's tu, tua, twa, twa, twa. The next letter is zwa, zua, zwa, twa, zwa, twa, zwa, twa, zwa. The next letter is ain, ain, ain. So many newcomers, those people whose basics are not clear, they never know that how to pronounce this letter. The method to pronounce this letter is you make this letter sound from your throat. Ain, 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 ain. Ain, like that. Ain. You will not, you do not have to pronounce it like ain. No. You pronounce it like ain, ain. The next letter is the same shape but one dot. Now here, just like I have mentioned in previous letters about the za sound, that method do not apply here. And whenever you see a dot above ain, it makes ghain, gha. Same like we spell English gh, gha. So here we'll pronounce this letter like ghain, ghain. The previous one was ain. This one is ghain, ghain, ghain. Ain, ghain, ain, ghain. The next letter is fa, fa, fa. This is the easiest one. The same like we pronounce in English, like a letter which is F, F for fish. So this letter, whenever you see this letter in Arabic, you should know that it pronounced or it sounds like F, and in Arabic we call it fa, 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 fa. Now we will repeat the last line again. Twa, zwa, ain, ghain, fa, twa, zwa, ain, ghain, fa. In order to memorize the sound, you should have to memorize the shape and what sound it make when there is one dot or when there is no dot. It will help you a lot. Now, before ending this lecture, before ending this second part of the lecture, we will repeat from the start so that it will help you in revision about the first part and the second part. Okay, the first letter was alif, ba, ta, sa, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, za, sin, shin, swat, zwat, twa, zwa, ain, ghain, fa. I hope this lecture will help you, and every work or every task needs practice and a lot of practice, and I will recommend you to subscribe my channel for further lectures. And my third part will be about last 10 letters of Arabic. Then our first lecture will be complete, then we will move further. So before moving to the further, before jumping to the third part, you should make sure that first you have a strong grip on my first two parts of the lecture.